far. We have been perfect with our diet, our cardio, our lifting for the entire month of January. We haven't cheated on our diet. We haven't had any cake, ice cream, soda, any of that extra crap. We've lost just under 32 pounds so far the month of January. We've lost about 88 pounds total. You can start to see the abs are starting to really come in. The shoulders pop. The shoulders are popping. The chest is popping. The arms are looking more defined. So day by day, we're looking a little bit stronger. I was trying to get that, but I guess I'll do it later because I'm trying to get things done. So, but day by day, we're getting stronger, we're getting fitter, we're feeling better about ourselves. So today we're gonna do biceps, triceps, and some forearms. I already did a little bit of warm up when I was trying to figure out some stuff, so let's get after it. What up, Sam? Let me fix this over here. What up, Sam? What up, Mason? How you guys doing today? Guys, I hate how this shadow sticks here. Then I can't see anything. So let's see. There's a little bit better. And we'll just kind of move it this way. All right, guys. How's everybody doing on this beautiful, what is today? Wednesday? Beautiful Wednesday. Work kicked my butt. The wife and I went and looked at a triplex this morning, or a little bit ago. We're interested in that. It's been a crazy busy day. Crazy busy. What up, Andre? How you doing? Feel my flip says looks good, Brandon. Thanks. Guys, you know how many people have commented on videos today and accused me of being on TRT and testosterone and other things like that? It's wild, guys. It's funny. People simply just cannot believe that, like, hard work, dedication, showing up and working out every day, following a perfect diet, like not cheating and doing what you're supposed to do, that you can look like how I look. And again, I don't even think I look great. Like, I still have significant fat here and all over different places. I'm probably 14 to 16%, 14 to 17% body fat still. But people just being like, yeah, man, like, you're definitely on TRT. Like, there's no way you could look that way. I'm like, okay, like, I'm not going to argue with you. Like, do you want to check my butt for, like, injection spots? Or, like, how do we want to check this? Because I can guarantee I'm all natural. Like, I've never taken anything outside of pre-workout and protein. Continue adding weights. People don't know how to eat healthy and exercise for some reason. Well, Sam, and everybody wants to look like this, or they want to look better than me without actually putting in the work. So they automatically want to, blame gear, that because there's no way hard work could actually be doing it. Yeah, 100%, Sam. Pure laziness. You look like you're training for Odysseus or for the Odyssey. I'm actually kind of a geek. Like, a nerd is the word I was looking for, but I love Greek mythology. I was huge into Greek mythology when I was in high school and into college. So stupid how people work out. So stupid to show people you work out. Stupid to go into other people's lives and say stupid shit like that. Like I need attention. Look at me. I'm going to try to make fun of other people. I'm sitting on the couch and scrolling my phone and doing nothing to better my life. Ah! Welcome in, Leighton. Welcome in, buddy. How are you doing today? Guys, if you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, hit that like button. Let's get those likes flying up. I want to get over 100 likes during this live today. If you haven't done so already, make sure you double tap that screen. I would truly appreciate that love and support. Oh. Did you see the trailer for the Christopher Nolan Odyssey? I haven't. Feel my flames. What up, guys? What up, Shane? How you doing today, buddy? I subbed like 5 lives ago. Thanks, Leighton. I appreciate that, man. Guys, we are 2 likes away from 10 likes, so head up and smash that like button. Show some love. I truly appreciate that. As Sam said, let me pin that. Like and subscribe. I appreciate that. I haven't seen I have not seen the trailer to the Odyssey. Now I think about it, I might have. I'll have to go back and look at it. You look, Jack. Thanks, Liam. I appreciate that. I think it's was it Kieran Fitness? Thank you. I appreciate that. A lot of hard work, guys. So I was 303 pounds probably about a year and a half ago. I have lost 87, 88 pounds in the last 14 to 16 months. I can't really remember how long ago I started this, but a lot of hard work, a lot of rice, broccoli, and chicken, a lot of eggs at night, protein shakes. So I eat the same thing pretty much every single day. Since January 1st, I've lost about 22 pounds simply by doing 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week, lifting weights 5 days a week, and then showing up and just eating healthy. You know, losing weight is all about kcal in versus kcal out. You have to burn more calories than you're eating each day. It's that simple. What up, Jason? Welcome in, buddy. Congrats, bro. Yeah, Josh. So, Josh, I eat the same thing every single day. So I do Synthesix 2 scoops of chocolate protein. I drink black coffee in the morning. I drink half my protein shake at 10, the other half at noon because it keeps me full a little bit longer. And then at 1:30, I eat my first meal of 1 cup white rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. I eat my next meal, which is that same thing, roughly at 4:30. And then my last meal at the end of the day, after I've worked out and done cardio, I do 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, a full cup of non-fat cottage cheese, like for the casein protein. And then I go into some kind of fruit. So an apple, blueberries, blackberries, cherries, whatever's really on sale. I'm cheap, so I usually do whatever's on sale. But I'm actually going to reduce one of the eggs to egg whites. I'm going to go, starting tonight, I'm going to go 3 whole eggs and 3 egg whites. That way, each one of my dogs will be able to have a yolk for themselves. So, but I'm going to reduce that to kind of get rid of a little bit of extra calories. I feel like I don't need all the fats of 4 whole eggs. So. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate that. What up, Ponch? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Going to try that for my day. Yeah, Josh, so I eat the same thing every single day. And I truly enjoy the food I eat for the most part. Sometimes I have to eat the rice, chicken, and broccoli cold because I'm a social worker. I'm in the community, but it is what it is at that point. I have 3 dogs. Lucky. Yeah, I got 3 boxers. They're all purebred boxers. They're all siblings. So Bella is a little over 3. Bowser is 2. Bowser was a whole enigma. Like, Bowser almost died when he was a pup. Cost us $26,000, 3 different surgeries, 17 days in the ICU to save him. He's our baby. And then he's only 2. And then Bailey's the baby who just turned 1 early last week. So got a little over 3, a little over 2, and then 1. So 3 babies. How long have you been lifting? Doing great, man. Calvin, so I've been lifting weights really since I was 12, 13 years old. But I got fat, and I spent the last 14 to 16 months dieting, doing cardio, and just overall improving my health. And so I've lost 88 pounds in the last 14 to 16 months to kind of get down to where I'm at. And I have another 6 to 15 pounds I want to lose still. So I want to get that V-taper come in. Beautiful. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Do you think cardio is better than riding a bike? Mason, I do, because you're essentially forced to use more of your body, where if you're riding a bike, you're just only moving your legs. Where on cardio, you're moving your arms. Thanks, Josh, for that gift. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thanks for that. What's my bench, Jonathan? My bench right now, it's a guesstimate. I don't max out, but I just benched 305 for 4 on Monday. So if I had to guess, probably somewhere around 360. So I did, what'd I do? 265 for 4, 285 for 4, 295 for 4, and then 305 for 4. So that was my bench. That was heavy sets up 4. Guys, give me just a second. I got to move to my next exercise, which I think I'm just going to go to standing curls. Oh. Move this bar a little bit out of the way. Is diet or exercise more important, Jerry? They are equally both important. Don't do one without the other, because the reality is all abs and looking cut comes from in the kitchen. You could work out 6 hours a day and still not be in a calorie deficit, and you're going to gain a bunch of weight. So you really got to tackle both of them. If I had to pick which one's the most important, it is diet, because if you diet and eat healthy, lifting weights and doing cardio is only going to increase your chances of burning fat and losing weight. So I would say diet's probably far the most important. So height and weight. So I'm 6'3", 215.2 pounds as of this morning. So started out at 303, down to 215.2. Dogs are important late, and they are. My dogs are my best friends. I got 3 of the beautiful babies, and they are everything to me. Hence why I spent 26 grand to save one of them when he had to have like 3 different surgeries, and it was a whole thing, and we cried, and it was just a mess. Sir, what's the biggest titties you've ever slapped? I probably shouldn't have said that out. That's the kind of stuff that's going to get me banned. Probably should read this stuff in my head before I read it out loud. What's cracking? What up, Ryan? How you doing, buddy? Guys, if you haven't done so already, head up, double tap that screen. Let's see if we can get 3 more of you all beautiful folks. 3 more likes gives me 20. I want to get to 100 likes during this live. So double tap that screen, hit that like button, head up and hit that subscribe button. I think I'm like 23 subscribers away from 3,700. And I guarantee we'll get up to 3,700 by the end of this. C cups, I mean, I'm probably at least a C myself, but yeah, probably a C myself. I haven't done standing bicep curls in a long time. Well, you look good, man. Keep up the good work. Just sub. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate that. Yeah, Andre, I'm 6'3". So, I mean, this is like my ceiling here. And I mean, I don't have very tall ceilings, but you can see, like, it's not a struggle for me to touch the top of the ceiling here. Thanks, Mason. I appreciate that. All the guys that have been commenting on the videos today, I've received so many comments on different videos today showing support, guys. I truly love that support, so keep that stuff up. It really does help push me throughout the day, especially when the dieting becomes hard and things like that. So I do truly appreciate that support. You have a great chest genetics, it seems. Thanks, folks. So again, genetics only goes so way, folks. The key is just showing up and showing out, like lifting weights. I've been lifting chest since I was 12 years old. I'm 39 now. I consistently lift heavy. I competed in a bunch of bench press competitions back in the day for fun. Obviously nothing serious because, well, I'm not in any gear, and you can't compete with professionals unless you're on gear, and I don't do that kind of stuff. So I think the most I've ever benched was 395. So raw 395 with just wrist straps on. So it's hard to compete when, you're not taking all the other stuff people are taking. Yes, hit that like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications, guys. And if you haven't done it already, share the live on your Facebook and on all your other platforms. I truly appreciate that support. I'm just a guy out here trying to encourage everybody to do better in their lives. Show up every day, be better than the person you were yesterday. It's really that simple. How many days do you stream? So I stream, it depends on like what my workout schedule is. Because Mondays and Tuesdays, I usually lift weights at Planet Fitness because I don't have the equipment to do a full chest day and a full leg day. And then, so I stream Wednesday for biceps, triceps, forearms, and then cardio. And then I take Thursdays off. Friday I'll stream for shoulders, traps, and cardio. And then Saturday I stream like back and stuff. But sometimes if I come home and do my cardio versus doing my cardio at the gym, I might stream 5-6 days a week. It just all kind of just depends. Not bad, guys. I feel good today. The body dysmorphia is not hitting as bad as it normally does. Very impressive. Proof is in the pudding. Thanks, Spoken. I appreciate that. What up, Analysis? Jason, push harder than yesterday. Look at that sizzling body. Breaking brick. Appreciate that, guys. Guys, y'all, I love the support. Continue tapping that screen and continue hitting that subscribe button, guys. I absolutely love it. So we have done 4 sets of standing curls. We've done 3 sets of bicep curls, which I haven't done standing dumbbell bicep curls in a long time. So we'll do 1 more set of standing bicep curls, and then we'll move into triceps. So we'll probably start with some like tricep pushdowns, and then we'll go to skull crushers, and then move over to forearms, and then hop on the treadmill to finish up the end of the workout. But guys, I gotta grab my water. Give me just a second. All right, last set. You should get Gymshark. They are good at fitness clothes. Mason, I'm cheap, man. There's a reason why I'm on pace to retire at the age of 45. There's a reason my net worth is just under $1 million, and I own a bunch of real estate because I'm cheap. The less money you spend, the less money you have to buy. I guess. Yeah, the less you spend, the more you have. So like I buy all my clothes at Walmart. I think these shorts are like $10. Like I have like some of the most weirdest like t-shirts. Like I think this shirt is not a gym shirt, but guess what? I spent $8 on this. $8. I don't care what I look like. I'm not out here trying to impress people, because the less money I spend, the more money I have. The more money I have, the more money I have to invest. The more I invest, the earlier I retire, the less I have to work. Like I become my own boss. So, like, I'm telling you guys, it's not about how much money you make, it's how much you spend. Life's really that simple. Oh, shoot. Ooh. I got a good sweat going, guys. Daddy, let me see that pump. Oh. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I feel good today. Like, usually a lot of these days, like, the body dysmorphia hits and I feel terrible about myself. Today's one of those days I actually feel pretty good about myself. But, guys, I'm going to move everything over here because we're going to move over to tricep pushdowns. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you head up and hit that subscribe button. I know we were inching so close to 3,700 subscribers before we started this live. We are up to 3686. As you can see, 3686. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. We are 14 people away from 1,700. And I really want to push that 1,700 today. All right, warm up the triceps before we get that first set going. What up, Light RF? How you doing today, buddy? Goodness gracious. Retro, welcome in. Thanks, appreciate it. DC, welcome in, guys. Thank you guys so much for all that love and support. I appreciate it, guys. All right, I can't remember how much weight I did last time, so gonna throw a 10 on and a 5 on and see what happens here. Yeah, we'll definitely have to add a little bit more weight to that. Whew! What up, Beaver? Guys, all the weird names is so hard to pronounce. So, but again, hey guys, how's everyone doing today? You guys have any goals you've been working on for New Year's? You guys giving up on your New Year's goals? Beaver, you're here to stay? Oh, good. We're glad to have you. We're trying to build that strong community here, guys, of people that want to level up and just be better for themselves. Like, you don't have to, you're not competing against me, you're not competing against Tom, Dick, Harry, Becky, or anybody else. You're here competing against yourself. You only have to be better than the person you were yesterday. Life really is that simple. I will not go watch another live until he's done. Thanks, Leighton, I appreciate that. Beaver's here to stay, Leighton's here to stay. I feel fat, so what do? German, you just subscribed. You better stop winking. Ah! Trainer, do I train abs? I train abs twice a week. If I had to be honest, abs are the things I hate to train the most. But I do train abs twice a week. I do encourage you, if you're going to do abs, do some kind of weighted pull downs, put some weights in your chest, do it like that. And then if I'm doing abs at home, I have a circuit that I do specifically with, I do crunch and hold for a minute, 30 seconds on each side, and I rotate through. And then I do what's called bird dogs, which focuses on like the lower back. And then I do stir the pot right, stir the pot left, stir the pot up and down, stir the pot side to side. So I do 60 seconds each side of that for my abs, and then I'll do an oblique hold for 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other, and then alternate every 2 seconds for 4 sets. So my abs, if I actually do them, usually takes me about 30 minutes. So depending on the time frame tonight, I did abs Monday, so I will not do abs today. Are your nipples erect? Yes, they are. It's cold in my basement, man, guys. Like it's like negative 10 degrees in Michigan, so my basement's like 50, 60 degrees. It's always cold in here. We'll just keep adding weight until it feels heavy enough, guys. Your pecs are perfect. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Let's see. Got 2 more subscribers, guys. We are 12 away. We are 12 subscribers away from 1,700. So double tap that screen. I truly appreciate it. It might snow in Florida. Oh, man. Does that mean Mason, are they shutting down Florida? So it's funny, like as Michigan, we'll get like 4 feet of snow, and it's like, you better not be late for work. You better get up early and leave on time. Like, get up, you know the snow's coming, figure it out. In Florida, it's like a slight dust. They're like, we're closed. The state's closed. The office is closed. Government's shut down. Like, nobody has school for the next 2 weeks. Like, us people in this area in the north are just built different. Completely built different. And I can say that because I lived in Florida for a while, so I know exactly what it's like. Like, us here, up here in the north, like, you get it at 40, 50 degrees outside. All of a sudden, we're walking outside with shorts and a hoodie on and sandals. People in the south are like, oh gosh, they got their boots on. When anything that drops below 50, boots, winter coat, stockings, it's the whole thing. You're like, ah. Completely different. Completely different. You're in North Dakota, Layton. All right. All right, well, we officially found heavy. That was heavy. What about the heat? Mason, it's the same thing because we get the 100, 110 degree weather like you guys do here in Florida. So we get the worst case of scenario of like we get the hardcore heat and humidity and the snow. Like it's crazy. We get a little bit of both. What up, Angel? How are you doing today? PRM, change yourself to an actual real name, and I would love to shout you out. Like, it's hard to when people got these weird names. Like, my name's like I'm speaking Klingon over here or something. Like one of those guys from what is that? The Star Trek movies when they're all talking and like, oh, we can start speaking. Shoot, what is that called? Wookiee. Blah, blah. Sam, thank you so much for that gift, Sam. I truly appreciate it. Hold on, let me hang up on this person. This guy keeps calling me over and over and over again. Sam, thank you so much for that poop. Appreciate the poop, man. Love the gifts, guys. I love the super chats. I love all the positive vibes. You guys have been great. And anybody have any goals that you guys have been working on for the new year? I know, guys, we're almost about the end of January. How many of y'all have quit on your New Year's resolutions? So I have 3 New Year's resolutions this year. So 3 of them. My goals, and I'm starting to fail on one. My goal was to get to 10 to 12% body fat. I'm doing great on that. Like I'm killing it with my diet. Like I'm doing very, very well. My second goal of the year is to read 1 book per month. I'm about 80 pages into a book, so I've got about 5 days to read about another 300 pages. I could do it. It's going to be a little bit difficult because I don't have a lot of time. And then my third goal is to officially become a millionaire by the end of this year. So I was very close last year. My net worth is just under $1 million right now. So that's the goal I want to have by the end of this year. So those are 3 things I'm really working really hard on. We went and looked at a triplex tonight that we're considering to buy. But one of the big problems we're looking at is that it has knob and tube, and knob and tube is expensive to replace. Upwards of like $30,000 to $50,000 to replace. So trying to figure out if we're going to buy this triplex. If we do, that will put me up into the upper echelons of owning 16 rental units and even close to retirement. Oh. All right. Get 30 pull-ups unbroken. Do a handstand, push-up, get abs. You want to get 30 pull-ups? Do a handstand. Oh, spirit box. So one of the things I want to start working on is calisthenics. One of my long-term goals, and I don't really know where to start, is I want to be able to do like the flagpole stand. So like the flagpole stand, like that is one of the goals I'm working on, and I want to start working on some crazy calisthenics. So that is up next. So I started researching a little bit earlier, and I haven't figured out like where to really start. So I'm going to continue doing everything I'm doing right now with the lifting weights, cardio, diet, but next up is to add calisthenics into it too. How old am I? I am 39 years old. I will be 40 here in April. All right, guys, I'm going to drop this down here in a little bit. We're going to move back, lay down, do some skull crushers, continue working triceps. But I think that that's going to be a little too heavy. So I'm going to start with 5s on each side. Oh. Okay, it's a... What up, Surfboard? How you doing, man? Guys, we are 2 likes away from 50 or 30 likes for the live. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Double tap that screen. I truly appreciate that. Let's get to 30 likes in the next couple minutes. And then I really want to push for 100 likes tonight, guys. So make sure you're smashing that button. I've been training calisthenics for about 6 months now. Spamming push-ups, dips, pull-ups. So Spirit Box, I probably can do, I don't know, I can do a crap ton of push-ups. I probably could do 50 to 60 push-ups without stopping. Pull-ups, I struggle at because I don't have anywhere to do them down here because I'm tall. I would love to start being able to do pull-ups. And then dips is another thing that's pretty easy for me. Like I usually have to add weights to dips because like especially if you lean forward with dips, it works at the top of your chest. If you lean back, then it focuses on your triceps. So it kind of just really depends on where your arms are. Thanks guys, we just flew up 4 likes. I truly appreciate that. And we just gained 2 more subscribers. So we are at, what is that? 1990 or 3690. All right guys, I'm gonna drop this down. Let's see, can you guys see? I'm gonna have to bend it down just a little bit more. All right. Ooh. Thanks guys, we're here. Oh, wow, we flew up about 8 or 9 likes. I appreciate that. Guys, I want to show you something. Like there's a significant difference. So if I flex here, you can see a pretty good like bicep looks great, right? Bicep looks good, forearms looks good. When I flex here, you can see a massive difference. Like I had hardcore bicep tendonitis here for a while, and so my biceps just didn't form right. I mean, you could just see a massive difference between here and here. And it's like, it is very like, it makes me subconscious about it, about like how they look like. So I try to train for it to try to make up for it, but it's extremely difficult. Sorry, your phone died. Yeah, I had to plug my phone in because again, my phone died. Like, so my phone's actually charging while going live right now. I think I'm up to like, I was at like 15%, but now I'm up to 45 because my phone literally was dying. I was like, oh gosh, that's awesome. Oh, hey, Brandon, real long time no see. You repurposed the channel. Yes, Tommy, I did repurpose the channel. So Danny and I got tired of basically going live with the dogs. It became exhausting. It became like really tiresome doing it. It became like a job. We didn't enjoy it anymore. I've been on a fitness journey for about 1.5 years now. And so I was like, you know, I enjoy this. I used to be a certified personal trainer. I used to teach classes. I used to do this. So I'm like, I'm going to start streaming some of my workouts. That way I can start encouraging people to do better themselves. I can give my knowledge out for free. All too often people are afraid to ask questions because they're, you know, they have this mentality of like the big guy in the gym or this guy at the gym is going to make fun of me or like they're going to say all kinds of mean things. So I encourage people to come in here, ask all kinds of questions about dieting and exercising. And I really want to improve that. And that's kind of the whole point. Like myself, who's someone who's very knowledgeable about working out, very knowledgeable about like lifting weights, I still allowed myself to get fat. I allowed myself to gain a bunch of weight. I was 303 pounds. At a certain point, I just decided like I didn't want to be fat anymore. I started dieting and exercising, and I've lost just under 88 pounds in the last like 16 months. So it's been crazy. Stop jacking off helps. Well, GG's, I mean, maybe. Like, I mean, you could do you. What up, Joey? What up, Joey? Joey needs a hug. All right. Ugh. You have to go. Have fun. Is diet or working out more important than weight loss? Easton, hands down, it's your diet, because at the end of the day, even if you're lifting weights and you're not eating enough protein, you're not going to put on muscle. If you're lifting weights and eating like crap, it's not going to really do anything for you. If you do a bunch of cardio but you eat like crap, it doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, you have to burn more calories than you eat. So hypothetically, you say you do an hour of cardio, which makes you burn 3,000 calories a day, but you eat 3,000 calories worth of crap, you're not going to lose any weight. But now, hypothetically, say you eat really clean and you eat, 1,800 calories a day and you burn 2,500 calories. So now you're at a 700 calorie deficit. You need to lose 3,600 calories to burn a pound. So let's say 36 or 600 times 7, so 4,200 calories a week. So you're going to burn a little bit over a pound and a quarter per week. But now you add in another 500 calories from doing cardio. So now you're burning 1,200 calories a day, which means now you're going to burn, every 3 days you're going to burn 3,600, which now you're at a pound per 3 days, which means you're going to lose a little over 2 pounds a week now by adding in that extra cardio. But it's all about kcal in versus kcal out. So you can eat worse as long as you lift weights and do exercise, and you're not going to gain any weight, but you're also not going to lose weight. So it all depends on what your ultimate goal and what you're trying to achieve. Bro looks shedded. Thanks, Arcan. Appreciate that. Guys, remember, keep tapping that screen. We're 4 likes away from 40 likes. And I think last time I checked, we were like 10 subscribers away from 3,700. So head up, hit that subscribe button. After you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit that follow button. So far we've done 4 sets of standing curls. We did 4 sets of dumbbell curls. We did 4 sets of tricep push downs. And we've done 2 sets of skull crushers. Thanks, guys. We just got up to 40 likes. I truly do appreciate and love that support. So keep smashing that button. I truly appreciate that. You look crazy good. Keep it up, man. Rip Toxin, would you believe me if I told you 16 months ago I was 303 pounds, that I was wearing a 2 extra large shirt and I had size 40 pants? Because that's what it was. Like in the last 18 months, 16 months, I've lost roughly 88 pounds simply by hard work, dedication. I'm not on any TRT. I'm not on any what is it? What are those? Come on, guys. What is that injections everybody's on? Those GLPs. I'm not on any GLPs. I'm not in any of that crazy stuff. Like, this is just old school, hard work, dedication, sprinkling just a little bit of trauma and some anger issues. Really goes a long ways to help you lose weight and stay dedicated. When you take motivation, you throw it out there, you pick up dedication and you lock in, it makes life way much easier. Because motivation, you show up when you're motivated, when you feel like it. Dedication, you show up because it's on the schedule. This is why I tell people every single Sunday, write out your plan, your meal plan, and your exercise plan on Sunday, and then follow that schedule. Never deviate from it. The only thing that should deviate you from that plan is some emergency. Not like an emergency, like a serious emergency. If not, you should follow that plan every single day. And if you can do that just for 30 days, lock in for 30 days, watch your entire life change, guys. If you go look at the picture I posted on the video I posted on January 1st, I was 236.8 pounds on January 1st. I completely locked in starting that day. Today's the 28th, so we haven't even done a full 28 days, so it's almost 4 weeks as of today, and I've lost 21.8 pounds just by locking in. I'm not cheating, I'm not taking any major supplements, I just take pre-workout and protein drinks. That's it. Ugh. All right, Sam and Mason, remind me, was that my 3rd or 4th set? I cannot remember. Was that 3 or 4? I haven't cheated in 3.5 weeks, Brandon, to help keep me on. Man, that's awesome, Sam. But was that my 3rd or 4th set of skull crushers? Do you guys remember? Traven with that Latvian disco. Thank you so much for that gift, man. I truly, truly appreciate that. That was the 3rd. Mason, I also think it was my 3rd. So, thank you so much for that gift. I truly, truly appreciate that. If you haven't done so already, make sure you head up, hit that subscribe button. Let me check, see where we're at, guys. So, I know we are inching closer to 37. My huge goal is 3,700 today. Again, thank you so much for that gift. I truly appreciate that. We are 9 people away. We need 9 lovely folks to hit that subscribe button, and we will be at our goal of 3,700, which would be massive today. So I appreciate that. How much weight did I lose? I have lost, so far, I have lost 87.8 pounds if we're going to be exact. So I was 303 when I started this. I was 215.2 as of this morning. So I've lost 87.8 pounds. I cannot wait to get down to 213, because at 213, I can then officially say I've lost 90 pounds. Think about that, guys. How many people can say that they've lost 90 pounds? And then once I get down to 203, which is an ultimate goal, so I can do a bodybuilding competition, at that weight, 100 pounds. Like crazy, think about it. 100 pounds loss is just ridiculous. Traven with that, another gift. Thank you so much, Traven. I truly, truly appreciate that. That is absolutely awesome. I love and appreciate that support. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Local company says you're crushing it. Thank you so much. Wow, that's amazing. Great job. Thank you so much. What is the driver? Google, hang out here for a second. Let me do this next set so I don't fall. It's actually a pretty inspiring story, and I'll tell you what my driving force was behind this. It's very embarrassing. Also, guys, while you're waiting, I need 3 more beautiful people to hit that like button to get to 50 likes so far. Ugh. Nope, that's not gonna go anymore. All right, hold on just a second, guys. All right. Train BBJ for weight management. Oh man, I would love to train in some kind of mixed martial arts or something like that, but the reality of it is, I live out in the middle of nowhere in rural Michigan, and so for me to drive anywhere, it's 45 minutes. Like to the next nearest town, it's 45 minutes. So I would love to be able to do something like that, but time management doesn't allow where I live. But I would absolutely love it. Google, are you still around? Because I want to explain to you what was the driving force of me losing the weight, because it's a good story, but I don't want to waste my time if you're not still here, man. Mason, are you still here? I got a question for you, specifically just for Mason. All right, Mason, you're still here. All right, Google, you're here. Yep. Okay, guys, I'll share my story. So, Mason, I'm not sure how old you are, and actually, I really don't want you to tell me, but as of now, you've been super mature during the chat. So, if you don't mind, I'll make you a mod. Sam's been helping me out quite a bit. Nothing's crazy's happened today, but usually when I get on the treadmill, when I can't touch the screen, is when people come in here and start saying wild things. So, Mason, if you don't mind being supportive, I will add you as a mod. Obviously, when I tell you to block somebody or report somebody, do it. If someone's being ridiculous, then do it. But if not, just kind of listen to follow my lead. But I just need a little additional support if you wouldn't mind helping, because you're in here pretty much every time and you're always super level-headed. Yes, I would like to hear it. Keep up the good work. You started today in your journey realm. That's awesome. All right, guys, so here's my story. So about a year and a half ago, I was on a family vacation. So my wife's entire family, her, all right, guys, let me make Mason a mod real quick, just so that way if people are just ridiculous. There you go, Mason. So my entire family, so my wife's entire family, so there was like me, my wife, my 2 kids, her sister-in-law, and their 2 kids and her brother. Like, I mean, there's like 15 of us. We all stayed at this condo up in Wisconsin. We went to like this big water park. And at the water park, first of all, I'm wearing a shirt inside of an indoor water park because I'm fat. Like, I'm embarrassed. I'm wearing a shirt because I just look terrible, because I'm embarrassed of how I look. Like, I always lied. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get sunburned. Like, I'm worried about this. Like, when we go outside, there's always some kind of excuse because I was just simply fat. And so the kids want to keep going up and down these water slides on tubes. And I get up to the top of the water slide, and I want to go down, and I look at the thing, and it says weight limit, 280 pounds. on the slide. And I'm thinking like, dang, like, does this weight limit really matter? Like I'm 303 pounds at this point. Weight limit is 280. I'm like, does it matter? I'm like, that's just got to be an estimation. Like there can't be a reason behind that. Like that just kind of seems stupid. I'm only 23 pounds more than what the weight limit is. So I get up and I get on the slide and I start going down. Well, you're going down and obviously the weight either made me go too fast or something than what I should have been. And so I go down and like when it goes up, instead of like going up and coming back down, I just kept going up and I went ass over teacups and I essentially fell. I smashed my foot in the ground and then I had to slide the rest of the way down the slide on my butt. And then like I had broken like 2 toes. And then I get down to the bottom and it's like this punk kid, and again, he's not a punk kid. This is just my estimate because I'm in my feels at this point because I'm fat, I'm overweight, and I hurt myself because I'm fat and overweight. And so like he's like, you okay? And I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm fine. He's like, well, what happened? I'm like, well, I kind of just fell off. And I wasn't gonna tell this kid that I was fat and I broke my toes because I flipped over. Like that's a me problem. So like I like limp over and I gotta tell like my whole family like what happened. Like I think I broke my toes. Like they're all black and blue and stuff because I tipped over on it. And super embarrassing. And I was like, dang, like I'm out of breath going up these stairs. I've hurt myself now. I can't do these events with my kids. Like, what is wrong with you, bro? You are a loser. Like, you are just a loser. Like, you in your your mid-20s, you were jacked, 6-pack abs. You were doing board short competitions at different places. Like, you were just hardcore in shape, and now you're just a loser. And it's just like I just sat there and I just beat myself up for like a solid hour, and I'm just like, you got to make a change, man. Like this is not okay. What you're doing to yourself and to your family is simply not okay behavior. And so I sat there and I just thought, like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I'm like, you know what? We've already bought all the food for this weekend. We've already decided that, we're going to do all these events for this weekend. I'm like, I'm going to continue eating whatever I want. But Monday, because all good things started on Monday, you're going to lock in. So on Monday, I told my wife, like, I'm going to start dieting. I'm going to start lifting weights and I'm going to start doing cardio. And I'm like, okay, like this is what we're going to do. So I started out, and when I wrote up my diet plan, I wrote up basically 5 meals a day. I was like, I'll do a protein shake in the morning. I'll do like rice, chicken, and broccoli for my next 2 meals. I'll do a protein shake after my workout. And then I'll do some kind of eggs whites, and like kind of cheese for dinner. Like and I did that. And then I was like, I'll start out with like 40 minutes of cardio, 3 to 4 days a week. So for a while I did all that, and it went really, really well. And like things are going well, and I'm losing weight, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds. And then I'm like, dang, like now it's really slowing down. Like, okay, what are you going to change, Brandon? What are you going to change to keep refueling the body? So I'm like, all right, we're going to take that protein, that second protein shake, and we're going to get rid of that. Now we've reduced 400 calories a day just by getting rid of that protein shake. Now we're going to increase our cardio to 60 minutes, 5 days a week. I'm like, okay, great. So now we're doing 60 minutes cardio. Like the weight's going down. We're down 60 pounds. We're down 70 pounds. Like, okay, now we're down 7 pounds. Like, what are you going to do? Like you're starting to slow down a little bit. Like, what are you going to do now? So then we increased our cardio from 60 minutes to 65 minutes. And now we do cardio 6 days a week instead of 5 days a week. So right now we're up to 4 meals. We eat 4 meals a day at 2,000 calories total, roughly. Each meal is 500 calories. I do 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week, and I lift weights 5 days a week. And I'm down total 87.8 pounds. I went from 303 to 215.2, and my ultimate goal probably is like 205. So I want to get down to 205. So I'd like to lose another 10 plus pounds and kind of see where I look like there. What up, Spence? How you doing, buddy? Let me see. Definitely not okay behavior, but you're not a loser, brother. Erica, but Eric, like that's just how I felt in the moment. Like obviously I don't feel that way now, and I feel better about myself. Yep, Andre, you're welcome for sharing. But yeah, guys, like that's just kind of how I felt. Like I just felt awful. Do you do caffeine? Yeah, Eric. Sorry, I'm not sure if I think it's Eric. So I am a big proponent of everybody should start their morning with black coffee or tea. Like if you're not a coffee person, do tea. Because black coffee in the morning will ramp up your metabolism. It'll burn more calories than you're consuming it, and it gets your metabolism going for the day. So I start drinking black coffee around like 7, and then I don't eat my first thing. So typically, I guess I fast for like 3 hours in the morning, and then I'll drink black coffee all day long, every day. I love black coffee. As soon as anything happened to me, I fell out of my tube. I didn't break anything. I've lost 95 pounds since then. That's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, if there was any negative comments, if anybody was saying anything off the chain, I did miss it because I probably missed about 30 comments while I was telling my story, guys. But I need 3 of y'all beautiful folks to double tap that screen and hit that like button. We are 3 likes away from 50, so make sure we double tap that screen and hit that like button. Is this the end of the beginning? I just got home. Spence, I'm almost done working out, and then I got to hop on the treadmill, so I got a long ways to go. You just went for a walk, shopper? That's awesome. All right, guys, I got to set up my next exercise, so just bear with me for a second. Oh, guys, hey, real quick. So my buddy here, The mirror helped. I just want to say this. So Spencer's my real life friend, colleague. We work together, my best friend. So Spencer also jumped on this journey with me. So before him and I started working together, he'd go to the gym periodically, but since like this 30 days of perfection, he's locked in. He's done the cardio. He's been lifting weights. Like he goes to the gym by himself. Like if I don't go, and I think he's lost 9 pounds so far this month. Just cleaned up his diet, like changed up a lot of things. So guys, can we get a bunch of flexes in the chat for my boy Spencer here? He's lost 9 pounds so far. That's really good weight for someone who's not extremely overweight. So 9 pounds in like 4 weeks is amazing. You know, you're averaging 2 to 3 pounds a week, which is perfect. So let's put some flex in the chat and celebrate other people's wins. No, guys, I forgot to take the weight off. There we go, Mason. That's what's up. Andre, that's awesome, man. Thank you guys for those. Guys, I always get worried I'm going to drop stuff in my toes because obviously I don't wear shoes when I work out at home. This is where I get subconscious, guys, because like when I turn sideways, you can guys see the skin hanging over here from like all the weight I've lost. So like I get a little subconscious in on the side. Eric with that $2 super chat says, shout out to Spencer. Eric, thank you so much, man. That was awesome. Guys, I'm telling you, if men supported more men like that, life would just be so much better. That is Eric. Thank you so much for that. We truly appreciate that. We need to give more props to dudes out here. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but the highest suicide rate out there is white middle-aged men. And the reality of it is because there's not support out there because, you know, there's all this expected like privileges and stuff like that. And so like, it's not okay to struggle. Like we feel like it's not okay to struggle. Like stuff like that goes a long ways. $2 might be a lot of money for some people. $2 might be nothing for Eric. But for me, like I will tell everybody about that $2 super chat. Someone sent me a $20 super chat the other day. I've told everybody that's willing to listen. That $20 super chat meant the world to me. And it's not even the amount of money. It was just like someone was willing to do that because they felt like I've inspired them and I've helped other people. Like I told Spencer, I went and told everybody at work, I've told my wife, I told all my colleagues, like that shit like that is like, oh my gosh, does it just feel amazing. And it makes me want to continue streaming and it makes me want to continue doing what I'm doing to support others. Like Tevin, I'm not Traven, sorry, I'm not sure how to say anybody. My buddy came in here and sent like, you know, a couple hundred gems and stuff like that. That was truly awesome. Let's go, man. Amazing work. Keep it up. Don't pay the haters any attention. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I appreciate you. Thanks, Tiffany. Link says, yes, fun the tummy tuck. Link, you all know it's funny. You can make fun of me, but I was Googling tummy tucks the other day because, again, I've lost 88 pounds. I look great. I feel better. However, this here is disgusting. Like, we'll be honest. I abused my body. I gained a bunch of weight. Like, I was looking into tummy tucks. I mean, guys, look at this. Like, I flex here. I look okay. I do this. Holy shit, now I look shredded, right? Because of all this loose skin. So I looked it up. Tummy tuck, anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000 and your insurance doesn't cover it. So, but later on, if this skin doesn't reabsorb back in, that is an option I will be looking into. 100% I will be looking into. True brother, thanks Eric, I appreciate that, man. Doctor, what are the good peds have you tried? Man, Dax, are you saying when I was commenting earlier that I was on TRT, man? I promise you, I'm all natural. I've never taken anything outside of protein in my entire life. I take protein and pre-workout right now. Back in the day, like in my early 20s, I took like creatine and amino acids. I took animal packs. But outside of that, I've never really taken anything. Like I'm just 100% natural. Like this is hard work and dedication. If you go back through and look at my old videos, you could see my journey is slow and progressive. Like there's no huge jump when you see the people that are on gear. Like my journey has literally taken me 16 months. Like Spencer, who's my real life friend who wasn't here a little bit ago, he could tell you like he's slowly seen the progression of 2 to 3 pounds every single week. Like it hasn't been like a huge, like I've lost 20 pounds all of a sudden. Like It's just been a slow grind, grinding it out. How long did it take to get where I'm at? So probably about 14 to 16 months, to be honest with you. I don't really remember when I started. So 14 to 16 months ago, I was 303 pounds, massive, and I just decided I didn't want to be fat anymore. I got a best friend that works out. He lost 16 pounds this month. The man you were in here yesterday. I remember your name. So I've lost 21.8 pounds this month, but that's because I've done what I've called the 30 days of perfection. Like I've locked in. Very few people out there are able to do what I do. Very few people out there are going to lift weights 5 days a week, do 65 minutes of cardio 6 days a week, and follow a perfect diet. I haven't deviated from my diet whatsoever. I literally eat the same 4 meals every single time for the last 28 days. Like that's it. I haven't deviated from it. I haven't had a cheat meal. I haven't had a cookie. I haven't had a single piece of bread, pop, anything like that. I've literally eaten the same exact thing every single day for the last 28 days. Robert says Ryan Reynolds. He put in the work. That's a fact. You can just, in case anybody else is wondering, just because you take gear doesn't mean you don't put in work. See, Eric, I agree with you. Just because you use gear doesn't mean that you don't put in work. But my problem is when you do take gear, then you lie about it. Because then you're putting out unfalse expectations for what people can look like without taking the enhancement that you're willing to take. So if you're on gear, I have zero problems with it. I won't make fun of you. I'll support you. Just don't lie about it. Like be honest with it and be honest with everybody else. Because that's the biggest problem with all these influencers. I mean, look at all the money Liver King made by saying that he was natural for all these years. We all knew he wasn't natural. The body naturally doesn't get that big. It's impossible. Like we all knew my man was on gear, and look at him, and ended up making him go crazy. Look at all these pro bodybuilders that are dying in like their 40s because of like heart problems because of all the gear they're on. So my thing is like I'll never lie about the supplements on. I'll never lie what I'm eating. Like it simply doesn't want it. Do I want to be on gear? Absolutely. Have I thought about it every single day of my life? Absolutely. I want to be that guy that turns sideways to walk through a door because I'm so big. I would love to be that guy. I would love to be that guy that walks into a grocery store or walks into the bar and they're like, holy shit, that guy's just fucking massive. Like I would love to be that guy. But I would never be able to take this up because I wouldn't feel good about myself. That's just who I am. I ain't judging anybody that does it. It's just not who I am. I only eat sugar and do cocaine. Well, good for you, Kansas. I support you. Like a little booger sugar gets everybody day going. It's better than the 3 or 4 energy drinks that construction workers do. So, shoot, you might not be doing bad. Do I have bicep veins yet? Mason, it's getting there. It's starting to. The bigger thing that I'm starting to see is like the shoulder veins. Those are the ones that start to feel good. Are the shoulder veins. I've never had those before either. Yes, I agree with you. True that people are on gear. Should definitely not lie about it because the gains are so much faster. Well, and Eric, it's not that, it's the recovery. Like when you're on gear, you can do chest almost every single day because you recover so fast. Like where the average person might take 3 to 4 days to recover from a super heavy chest lift. Are there downsides to getting on gear? G-Dot, yeah, there's a lot of downsides to getting on gear. There's a lot of heart enlargements, heart attacks, people are dying. I mean, you look at like Robert Frank, who was on all kinds of gear for a while. He's had multiple surgeries. Like he looks great again, but like he's had tons of problem with it. Sean Roden passed away not too long ago from basically being on gear. There's all these tons and tons of health issues that go along with it. I mean, again, if you want to be a king and you want to be greatness, you got to be willing to do what others aren't willing to do, and those people are willing to do what others aren't, and so they strive. They got greatness. He won Mr. Olympia, but he paid the price at the end of the day. Like, so you have to be willing. Like, if you're willing to sacrifice your body for greatness, then cool. I can support that because not a lot of people are willing to do that. back acne. So someone said, like, do I have back acne? Do you see any back acne? Like, I have zero acne whatsoever. Like, there's nothing there. I promise you guys. That's good that you're not the vein. As a construction worker, that comment made me feel violated. It is true, man. I mean, construction workers, they live off gas station food and energy drinks. And I'm pretty sure it's a prerequisite to do construction that you either have to be an alcoholic or have a drug problem. Like, those are the two prerequisites to be in construction. I know, the freckles are awful, guys. Like, I can't actually get a normal tan like a normal person because my freckles are just disgusting. Like, it is what it is. I have zero control over that. Like, it's the same thing here. Like, I can't get a tan to save my life. All right, guys, make sure we're smashing that subscribe button. Let me check and see where we're at. I know we were inching so close to our 20. We need 3 beautiful folks. All right, so Mason and Sam, I need you guys to encourage people to hit that subscribe button just every so often. We need 3 people to hit that subscribe button for us to get to 3,700 subscribers for today. That was a huge goal. We got about 10 new subscribers in just YouTube Shorts today, on top of all the grinds out we've got from the live. What are some must-haves for a home gym? GDOT, there isn't a lot of must-haves. I mean, the things I would encourage is have some kind of, so for me, like, I like the cable system, so top and bottom cable system, which gives you the opportunity to do tons of different exercises. You want the ability for your pins to move, so you can do squats, deadlifts, bench press. Like, you want your pins to move. If you just have these 2 things in a bar, you can accomplish anything. You can literally just do that. Like, it could, you could pretty much I could get every workout. The only thing I don't really have enough into is for like a leg workout, because I like to do hack squats and I like to do leg press. But I've considered buying those machines too. But yeah, it's pretty easy to get a full body workout in. And I always tell people, go to Facebook Marketplace, try to buy all your stuff up there. Everybody gets this idea that they want to lose weight and they want to do great. They buy all this equipment and then they never use it. YouTube content creator myself, but I've always seeked out other content creators in fitness. Eric, what kind of content do you create? Now I'm curious. And Eric, because you've been so cool and so supportive, Eric, I want you to go click on one of my videos if you're still here and just click support me, or put something in there so I know it's you, and then I'll get an alert afterwards, and I'll go subscribe to your channel. Like, pretty much anybody that's been doing fitness or anything that shows support in the channel, I go back and support them. I fully believe if small content creators just supported each other, we could go a long ways. Like, I would much rather support someone that's got 3,000 subscribers than 30,000 or 300,000. So. So scary. Ugh. All right, we got 2 more sets of forearms, then we're going to move over to the treadmill. Just subscribe. Thanks, GDOT. I appreciate that. My channel's Everyday Life. I just happen to do burpees every day. Eric, I used to do a burpee challenge on here. So for every like I got, I would do 5 burpees. So there was one day I did like 500 or 600 burpees in a little bit over an hour. I thought I was going to die. Maybe we'll do that challenge again. For every like, I'll do 5 burpees. I did that once. That was a good time. So right now we're at 55 likes. So, and then I also did them for people for every dollar that someone sent. I also did a burpee. So people who had said like 20 bucks would be an extra 5 burpees. That was awful. That was crazy. Do you eat anything after cardio? Yep, Arthur. So I eat my last meal of the night, usually around 9:30, which consists of, it was 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, cottage cheese, and some fruit. But I'm going to reduce it down to 3 whole eggs and 2 fruits, or 3 whole eggs and 3 egg whites. Wow, good stuff. Thanks, Eric. Jeez, you are a sight for sore eyes. Thanks, Samantha. I appreciate that. Do I ever fast? I guess, TC, I guess technically, I do a little bit in the morning. Like, I don't eat until 10 o'clock. So I drink black coffee from 7 to 10, and then I eat half my protein shake at 10, then the other half at noon. So, I mean, I guess technically if you count that for 3 hours, I don't really count that. I just basically I'm late to breakfast. I don't know if you guys just seen that, but like when I scooted the bench over, I just smashed the shit on my toes and I played it off like nothing happened. But it hurt like a bitch. Yes. I suck at getting the egg yolks out. Oh, Spencer, that's the key is with egg yolks, you just got to go in like full fingers, just like a savage. You know, wash your hands before I just grab it, just kind of like do like the dangly thing. Like my wife has this whole method of like trying to be dainty with like it back and forth in the shells. Nope, I put all, 6 of my eggs in there. I just grab it in there like a man, just like, I'd give it a good shaking. And then, like, hope it doesn't break. That's usually what I do. You don't look like you eat dog treats anymore. Nah, GJ, I quit the dog treats, man. What up, Daniel? How you doing? Where are you from? I am from Central Michigan. So if you look at the map on Michigan, I live right about here. So I am 7 minutes from the dead center of Michigan. Subscriber, I'll stub your toe. Guys, and I'm curious now because I'm going to check. Like, I know we were so close to 2,700 or 3,700 subscribers, which was my goal for the day. Guys, look at that. We did it. We are at 3,701. So we've gained over 600 subscribers in like the last 3 to 4 weeks, guys. That has been absolutely awesome. All right, last set here. Oh. 5, 6, 7. Starting to get the forearm veins, guys. Starting to get them. Never had that before because I was always fat. Welcome back, Layton. I used to do this shit until a fat short guy robbed me. I'm sorry, Lavish. I'm sorry. That's awesome. Calisthenics, where it's at. Sam. So Samantha, I want to start to do calisthenics. Like it's my next big goal. Obviously, like I went from 303, I'm down to 215. My next big goal is calisthenics. I want to be able to do the flagpole. I want to be able to like you guys will see people be like those rolling like bars. I want to be able to do like the stand up there. Calisthenics is the next big thing I'm working on. Guys, I'm going to move this over to the treadmill, and then I'm going to get around and hop on the treadmill. So give me like 2 to 3 minutes, and give me just a second. So I'll get everything there. Yeah, Samantha, so if you have any advice, like I said, give me just a minute while I move everything. And I would love to hear with what you have to say about calisthenics, because that is my next big goal I really want to start working on. Oh, sorry guys. Give me just a second. All right, guys, sorry about all that. I'm trying to Like I said, I'm trying to get all this set up. Give me just a second to grab the rest of my stuff. Guys, we only need one more like for 60 likes. I would love to get there. So smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Can't find my shoes. All right. Got the shoes on. Got to fill the water bottle up. All right, guys, sorry about that. All right, let's get going. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Oh, tripped again. Let's try this again. Ooh. All right, guys. Sorry. Welcome in, Dylan. How you doing today, buddy? What up, Patriot? How's everybody doing on this beautiful day, guys? We are at 60 likes. I need 40 more of y'all to smash that like button. I would love to get to 100 likes by the time we end this live today. So we are just now starting our cardio. We got 65 minutes of cardio to go. We already smashed biceps, triceps, forearms. Dylan, you're having a bad day, man? I'm sorry to hear that. I'll give you a like. Thanks, Patriot. I appreciate that, man. Brittany, that's a weird thing to say. Like, I mean, just kind of just flop it there. Like, is that what we're doing here? What is going on here? Oh my goodness. No, what is going on here? Guys, I think I hit the incline button. That's funny. It's like, what the hell? Samantha says you look amazing. Thanks, Samantha. I appreciate that. All right. Welcome in, Andre. That's the fuck. What is that hanging on my stomach? Well, this is what happens when you get really fat and then you lose a bunch of weight. You have what's called loose skin down here. So I have a bunch of loose skin that's just kind of flapping. And I've lost roughly 88 pounds. And that's what happens. So hopefully I'll lose that skin and it'll absorb back in. If not, maybe we'll get a tummy tuck. Either way, like, we'll get there eventually, but no shortcuts. You've been there, Andre? Yeah, it happens. I'll give any normal person a like. You seem normal. Thanks, Patriot. I'm as normal as it gets, man. I'm not out here roided up on any GLPs or any of that extra stuff. I appreciate that. Sam and Mason, we're good now. We got to our goal. Anything now is just gravy. So any likes and subscribes now are just gravy. We got to the goal of 3,700, which was my goal today. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now I'm just out here grinding out this cardio. No. Dylan, I'm sorry about your loss, man. This is a place where people are going to be to support you, so if you need a positive place to hang out for a little bit, we got you, brother. Like, it's incredibly, losing a loved one is very difficult to go through, but just understand that grieving is a normal part of the process. Guys, I want to teach you something today. I'm going to teach you something, okay? So anytime you're sad, like, I'm talking like sad, like go through a divorce, friend dies, parents die, something like that, we all too often use tissues and stuff like that to blow our nose, wipe our face off. Highly encourage you guys to grab an old t-shirt when you're sad. Blow your nose into that, just wipe your eyes. An old t-shirt will last you hours and hours and hours versus going through an entire box of tissues. When I went through my divorce way back when, using t-shirts saved tons and tons and tons of time of crying and acting a fool and all that other stuff. So use t-shirts when you're sad. Yes, and as Leighton said, yes, we are trying to get 100 likes today. So we still got 60 minutes to get 35 more likes. So we're grinding it out today. Whew. I didn't drink almost any water while I was lifting, so a little bit more thirsty now that I'm on the treadmill. What time is it, guys? Can someone tell me what time it is? Eastern Standard Time? It's got to be what? 9:30? 9? 8:30? You look very natural. Keep it that way. It pays off in the long run. Maybe adding a bit more creatine to your diet. Not bad. Samantha, a lot of people have been telling me about creatine. I've always been scared about it. A buddy of mine's mom was a nurse, and story about a guy basically had a bunch of creatine store up in his legs and released it all into a system at once and almost unalived the guy and was having all kinds of kidney and renal failure and stuff like that. And I haven't touched creatine since I was probably 22, 23. It is 8:10. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Lauren. Laurel? Lori? How's it going? It's pretty safe now. You take it in small dosages. See, I took creatine monohydrate back in the day, and it was very granular. It never really mixed up, and just ugh. Like it was like drinking sand. So creatine monohydrate does. You're good. That's good. I'm glad you're having a good day. I had a pretty good productive day today. I'm not complaining. Creatine pretty much absorbs water into your muscles. So monohydrate means it does. So hydrate means water, mono means one. So it basically puts, monohydrate creatine does basically, it blows up your muscles and makes you look bigger than you actually are. So you don't really get a lot of strength with monohydrate creatine. It just makes you look like you're bigger. So it actually makes you actually gain weight because you'll retain more water in the muscles. What's good, Brandon? Hey, Brandon, how you doing here? Brandon, appreciate that support, man. I almost choked on pre-workout because my friend told me to do. Say it one more time, Mason. I wasn't understanding. I'm trying to get my kids to stop taking creatine. See, for right now, what I'm doing is working. Again, I've lost almost 88 pounds. I'm just taking C4 pre-workout and then protein shakes, and I feel great. Like, I feel great. Okos invites everybody to follow Jesus. All right, we hear you, brother. We don't need to keep repeating it. Oh, Mason, I dry scoop my stuff every time. Take a dry scoop, put it in my mouth. I put a bunch of water in there, I swish it around like, use my teeth as a blender ball, and then just down the hatch it goes. Like it is what it is. Yeah, Dylan, let's not do that. We don't need to do that. What protein you take? Dom, I take Synthesis 6 by BSN. So I take 2 scoops. It's 380 calories, right around 48 grams of protein. So I do 1 protein shake a day, and then the rest I do foods. And so I eat a total of 200 grams of protein per day. If you can do without it, that's great. Oh, I see what you're saying, Samantha. Peas moss is good for you too. Peas moss? Samantha, I need more information. What is peas moss? I've never heard of it before. I'm allergic to whey. Makes it hard and makes your hands itchy. Patriot, I've never heard anybody allergic to whey protein. Your boyfriend must be lucky he is. He might be in here. Spencer, you still in here, buddy? He's pretty with soft hands. I love your stream. Thanks, Dylan. I appreciate that, man. My whole goal is just to put positive vibes out in the world. Like, work's hard, life's hard, school's hard. Like shit can be difficult, man. We just need more positive vibes out there. Lots of positive vibes. And that's why true. That's why people come in here and they try to talk politics or religion. I don't talk about any of those topics because no matter what I say, I'm going to offend 50% of the people. So we just avoid those types of conversation and we just focus on the positivities. I'll say, since I started live streaming again, my favorite moment so far was an individual came in here and told me that he was 3 months sober and he had lost 10 pounds. And we sang the praise from the rooftops. It was so cool. Like, I love people who are out here giving it their best just to improve their lives day by day. Like, you don't have to, you're not competing against me, you're not competing against everybody else. Literally, it's just you versus you. Like, as long as you're better than the you were yesterday, then you're really showing up in life. So when my man said not only has he lost 10 pounds, but he's been 3 months sober, like, gave me goosebumps, guys. It was super cool to see. Not the soft hands. Pre-workouts makes my face itchy. I use non-stem pre-workout. So a lot of the itchiness in pre-workout is the beta-alanine. So C4 used to have a lot of beta-alanine in theirs, but they removed it from most of their pre-workouts. And they used to put beta-alanine in their energy drinks. I'll never forget the first C4 energy drink I bought at a gas station. I was drinking it in the middle of a workday. Like, I felt like fire ants were crawling up my legs, my stomach, my back, and it was awful. I'm never having these again. But since then, they removed the beta-alanine in most of them. And they're more like a standard, like, Monster kind of energy drink. Mason, he streams video games on Twitch. So he was streaming last night on Twitch. And so I went and I watched the stream for a little bit, but I end up in a lot of side quests, guys. I get a lot of people that message me, random people that message me on like IG, whether it's about weight loss or it's about real estate, just always asking for advice. I get people that message me on Facebook asking for advice and help. So I'd probably say 2 to 3 random people a day that I don't know will send me messages asking for advice. And so then I ended up talking to these people for like 20, 30 minutes to kind of help give them some support. Same here, it sucks. Sorry, Dom King, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. I went on a side quest. I quit drinking November 19, 2016. Life went downhill ever since. Nah, man. You quit drinking, good for you. That's awesome, man. Good for you, Patriot. I'm proud of you. So those that don't know, those that are new here, so my primary job, I'm a social worker. And I work in one of the most dangerous cities in America, in Saginaw. And so we see substance abuse hardcore. So anybody tells me that they get clean and sober, I'm always here about supporting that. Thanks, Crazy Sticks says, okay, badass. Thanks, Crazy Sticks. Just one fat guy that tried to lose weight and look decent and motivate others. That's it. The pre-work issue sucks. Yeah, Diamond, it does. That's why I'm glad that they removed a lot of the beta-alanine from it. I don't like the feeling of it at all. It feels awful. I got in a fight today for standing up for... Good job, Dylan. I always tell my kids, don't start a fight, but feel free to end it. If someone, is picking on you and assaults you, you have the right to defend yourself. Saginaw, Michigan, yeah. You're in Holly over by Flint? All right. Yeah, so that's where I work at, is in Saginaw. So, good job, Dylan. That's awesome. Why walk, run? Megan. Because, let me educate you, Megan. So the key is, when trying to burn fat, is you want to keep your heart rate between 125 to 130 for my age group. If you elevate your heart rate above 135, then you start burning muscle. I spent 25 years putting on this muscle. Why would I take off running it and burn it off? Like, that makes zero sense to me. Like, I'm all natural. It's extremely difficult to put on muscle. So if you run, you're going to burn muscle and fat. If I walk at this speed, so I walk at a 4-point speed, which averages out to be a 15-minute mile, for 65 minutes, I will burn nothing but fat and keep the muscle that I have. So, that's why. Fun fact. Nice tits, man. Thanks, Sprig Nuts. Sparg Nuts. Sparg Guts. I don't know what it is. I can't see down there. But all I know is I need 2 of y'all lovely folks to head up, hit that like button. We are 2 likes away from 60 likes for or 70 likes for the live. So double tap that screen. Would truly, truly appreciate that. So, need 2 of y'all beautiful folks. Double tap. Show some love. There's 1 of y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Just need 1 more of y'all to double tap that screen. We are 14 minutes into our 65 minutes of cardio. So, thank you, whoever hit that last one. I appreciate that. Thanks, Bunker. Appreciate that. Guys, we've also got a $2 super chat and 156 gems today. That's incredibly awesome. Thank you guys so much for that support. It goes a long ways for me to keep pushing. And being able to keep going live, it motivates me to continue doing this to help motivate y'all. So I truly, truly appreciate that. You said on Michigan State Police, they cover up. Sorry about that, Patriot. Yeah, that can be difficult. W explanation. I'm in the process of building muscle, but I run because I play soccer, so it's tough. Yeah, Dom, it's extremely difficult to do both at the same time. So over the summer, I was running 5Ks just to test myself to see if I could, but it was very difficult for me to put it on any size. So a friend of mine, she owns a gym. She used to compete at bodybuilding. Now she's competing at. Sorry guys, I can't even finish my story. Bunker with that $5 super chat. Bunker, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Like that, it just means the world to me. Thank you so much. It goes a long ways to continue allowing me to grind and do the things. Let me hit the button so it's going to shake the camera real quick, but whoops. Thank you so much, Bunker. You guys make sure you smash that super chat like button for Bunker. Show some love and support for my mans. Thank you so much. Let me move this camera back over, guys. I get all excited. What was I saying now before that? Now I forgot. Someone remind me what I was saying just a minute ago. What did gems do? So gems are essentially the same thing as like coins on like TT. That like 1 gem equals, I think, like 1 cent or something. So it's kind of similar to like a super chat, but it shows up as like gems. It just supports the creator for doing what they're doing. Bulking and running, yes, Dom, that's what I was saying, yes. So, yeah, so over the summer, I was running just because I wanted to see if I could, just curiosity. I just started running again. Running's always been easy for me. And so I was running a 5K in 30 minutes, but I wasn't able to put on any size. Yes, now I remember where I was going with the story. So a friend of mine, she owns a gym, used to compete in bodybuilding back in the day, and now she competes in powerlifting. She's like in her late 60s and she owns several world records for like bench press and deadlift. The lady's just a monster. And I sent her all my information a couple days ago because I always bounce ideas off her. And basically she told me I'm too small. She's like, you need to focus on bulking and putting on more muscle. So I definitely don't want to run and burn any more muscle because eventually I'd love to do a natural bodybuilding competition. And she basically was like, you're tiny, man. You're way too small. So, but that's part of the problem is when you're 6'3" and you have guys that are 5'5" at 215 versus me at 6'3" at 215, these guys are just going to look more massive because they're shorter and their muscles are more compact. Spence, people were asking what your Twitch handle was earlier. They said they'd go watch your stream later, but they didn't know what it was. So, Spence, obviously I'll allow you, but nobody else. If you want to drop your Twitch handle here in the chat, you can, so people can see it. What up, Chris? How you doing, man? In the 10th? What do you mean, Dylan? Ooh, I just blew my nose and made my ears pop. Oh, 18 minutes done, guys. Maybe I just need to bulk and stop running. I'm 37, is getting into my limits sometimes. Can't keep up. Well, Dom, you just gotta figure out what's more important to you, man, at this time. Like 37, obviously you're not trying to play pro sports. If you enjoy playing soccer and you have fun with it, then I'd probably focus on that. Because again, you're out, like, you're winning multiple times because not only are you playing soccer and getting exercise and that's fun for you, but you're hanging out with your friends, which is also a good time. Like, so that's a double win. So if that's important to you, man, I would highly encourage you to do it. Guys, we don't have groups of friends. Like, it's difficult for us to go out. We got families to take care of. Like, Spencer and I, that's my best friend, and we work together and we barely see each other because I got to take care of my kids and got to have time for the wife and got to have time for the gym and got to do all these things, and I work multiple jobs and all this income. Like, we don't have time to do activities that we enjoy together. And then when you're dieting, you're not going to go to the bar and get a beer. You're not going to go out for drinks. You're not going to go out for food. So it really limits what you can do. And so if you're out here playing soccer with your buddies, I definitely wouldn't give that up. I mostly coach, but these kids and teens always try to test me, so I got to cook. Yeah, I get it, man. Good for you. My kids both play basketball and they play baseball. And one of the things I always said is I'm not going to coach my own kids. I don't want to be that dad that just rages and yells. I'll let somebody else coach my kids so that way we can continue having a good relationship. I spend all the time with my family and just work. Bunker, man, that's me. Like, I've told everybody in here, like, I got 5 jobs. And people are like, you don't got right now. I do. Like, it's Spencer can confirm it. I have 2 full-time caseloads in both programs at my job, so that's 2. I work at the hospital nights and weekends screening people, so like tomorrow night, I'll go to my first job from 8:30 to 4:30. My second job, I'll go 4:30 to 8:30, and then I won't get home until like 9:30 at night. So my part-time job, I was working 30 hours a week, but now I only work about 8 to 12 hours every week at my part-time job now. I cut back my hours because I don't want to work as much. Then my wife and I own 13 rental units that we self-manage, and I have my real estate license. So, do you mean TRT network? And no, buddy, I'm all natural, I promise you. Like, this is all just hard work, grit, determination, anger issues, and a whole hell of a lot of trauma. So, when you lock in and you stop making excuses and you get rid of motivation and you replace it with dedication, you can accomplish amazing things. Both kids are very advanced. I coach both, but it's hard because they look at you as dad, not coach. 100% Bunker. And I know I'm a hard ass, and I wouldn't be able to separate the difference between coaching and dad, and I don't want to affect my relationship with my kids. Oh, Dylan, you're 10 years old. Dylan, don't put your age in the chat, man. There's too many weirdos out there. So just to keep you safe, man, don't put your age in the chat, okay? Someone said you gonna something, sorry. How much you deadlift? Indigo, my best deadlift was 515. I deadlifted 415 for 4 the other day. Mass moves mass, and since I've lost a bunch of weight, my deadlift has gone down. So if I had to probably guess, my max deadlift is somewhere between 455 to 460, if I had to guess. Do the rental units come with a home gym? No, Mason, but wouldn't that be cool? Do you recommend anything to fix interior pelvic tilt? Big boy, I don't know anything about that, buddy. It's not my expertise, so I'm not even going to comment on it or fake it. That's impressive. Thanks, Indigo. Appreciate that. Are you going to keep this up after January? Bark, so I was just talking to Spencer about what it's going to look like. I haven't confirmed what I'm going to do yet because, again, I do want to do a bodybuilding competition, which means I will have to lock in for about another 2 to 3 months. I think Saturday I'm going to eat whatever I want. So I know for sure I'm getting pizza and cheesy bread, probably some cookies, cakes, candy, whatever. I'll eat damn near 10,000 calories on Saturday. And I might also allow myself to eat whatever I want on Sunday, because I've been, again, 30 days with just a perfect diet. It's hard for anybody. And then I'm going to hop back on my diet. I think I'll just cheat on Saturday. I'll hop back on my diet Sunday. I'll do Sunday through Saturday. Perfect again. I'll allow myself to cheat in the Super Bowl, because I'll throw a Super Bowl party with my kids. And we'll do pizza and snacks and stuff and that. Spence, you're invited to the Super Bowl party on Sunday, buddy. I meant to text you earlier that you and the girl are invited next Sunday to the Super Bowl party if y'all want to come. It'll just be you two and then my family. So, and then I think what I'll do is I'll do 13 days on, 1 day off. 13 days on, 1 day off is I think what'll be my new rotation. You've earned it, bro. Thanks, Mason. I appreciate that. In hunger, what meal prep? What would a typical week look like? I've been juicing and it's a game changer. It doesn't. So Dom, I do the same thing every day. So for the last 28 days, I've eaten the exact same thing. Hold on, Dom. I'll answer your question. I want to read what this said. We can do bodybuilding competition together, man. I'll make sure I get the pump muscle to look for it. You're going to feel so miserable. Spencer, Spencer, you did see that. See my comment about Sunday, Spencer? So my meal, I eat the same thing every day. So I wake up, I start drinking black coffee from like 7 to 10, and then obviously I'll drink black coffee throughout the entire day some days. I'm super ADHD, so caffeine does the opposite effect. It brings me down, not up. And then I do 2 scoops of Synthesis 6 whey protein by BSN. And I drink half of that at 10. I drink the other half at noon. I separate it out because I feel like it keeps me full longer versus chugging it all at 10 o'clock. And then at 1 o'clock, I do 1 scoop of white rice, 1 scoop of chicken, 1 scoop of broccoli, and 1 cup. 1 cup of white rice, 1 cup chicken, 1 cup broccoli. And then around 4:30, I ate my next meal, 1 cup white rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. And then at about 9:30 at night, I'll do 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, a cup of non-fat cottage cheese, and some kind of fruit. Usually I'll do like an apple, some blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. I've been really craving cherries lately. I've always been trying to throw little blueberries in there for the antioxidants and stuff like that. But yeah, I've eaten that exact same meal for the last 28 days. No deviation. Actually, I lied. I've had a couple rice cakes at the end of the night for like a treat because I've been struggling the last few days because I haven't had any, crappy thing for you in a while. Any advice on quitting smoking? I'm trying to quit hookah. It affects my lifting and cardio. Arthur, just chew more gum, man. I chew so much gum throughout the day to avoid eating food. Just try to chew gum, see if that helps. Chew on straws, different things like that. I've heard people help. Dylan, that's not true, man. I guarantee that. And even if, Dylan, I'm going to do some cold hard facts for you. Even if your family would be happier without you, screw them. Live it out and do it for yourself. Like at the end of the day, you got to show up for yourself. And as long as you show up for yourself, you'll figure it out. Like I grew up with an incredibly abusive family. My brother's dad was incredibly abusive, physically abusive, emotionally abusive. Beat the hell out of my mom every single day. Was a hardcore drug addict. My dad was addicted to prescription pain medication. Was a drug addict. Moved away from me at a young age because of such a prescription drug problem. My mom became an alcoholic to deal with the abusive, stepdad. And all this, that, and another. Like eventually she left. My bedroom was a mattress on the living room floor. Like we were on HUD housing and food stamps poor. My mom crying in her room, not knowing what bills she was going to pay her if she was going to be able to keep the lights on. She was doing the best she could, raising 3 kids by herself. Again, mattress on the living floor was my bedroom for a good chunk of my life. We had bunk beds in the bedroom for me, my brother, and my sister. And then my mom had her own room. And we survived. At a certain point, I decided I didn't want to do drugs. I didn't want to do alcohol. I didn't want to smoke. Not simply because I didn't want to do those type of things, but because I wanted the money. It cost money to smoke. It cost money to drink. It cost money to do drugs. I didn't want to be poor. I got tired of being poor. I got tired of showing up to school and having shit clothes. Like I got tired of it. So you want to know what? I got out. I started working when I was 14. I worked full time in the summer when I was 14 and I was 15. I made my own money. I paid my own cell phone bill. My mom gave me my first car when I turned 16. It was a Cutlass Sierra. It was a 1986 Cutlass Sierra with 211,000 miles on it. It was maybe worth $500 on a good day. And I drove that. I paid for my own insurance. I paid for my own cell phone bills. And then you know what? I slowly progressed. I graduated high school. I put myself through college. Like when I was, 32, 33 years old, I had my student loans paid off. I had my house paid off. I had both my vehicles paid off. I had zero debt. I then took that debt, refinanced my house, pulled out, $111,000 in equity, started to invest into real estate when I was 35. And now I have a net worth of just shy of $1 million. And I have 13 rental units. I own $1.4 million worth of real estate. Not because I came from money or I came from a silver spoon, but simply because I put in work. I was willing to do things that other people weren't willing to do. And here's the thing is, when I really advanced myself and I was doing really well, I was maxed out at $15.75 an hour. I worked with abused and neglected kids in the foster care system at a 40-bed residential facility, but they offered unlimited overtime. So I would work from 6:30 in the morning to 10:30 at night. And I averaged 64 hours per week. Like 64. And so you could pick up as much overtime as you want because we had to have X amount of staff. So there's 1 week, 2 weeks, I had 156 hours in 2 weeks. So I almost doubled my paycheck with the overtime. All my overtime went to paying my bill, my debt, paid all my debt off, and then I started investing. You know what? I didn't need the bullshit from the past. I didn't need the trauma. I didn't need everything else that came with it. I did it for me. And now I'm that person that in my lineage, in my family, I created generational wealth that I will be able to pass down to my kids. I'm the one person in my family's lineage that now has officially created generational wealth. When I refinanced my house here, I got told, you're stupid, you're irresponsible, you're risking your family, don't do it. You want to know what those same people say now? You want to know? They call me and say, hey, how did you do that? Hey, you're doing really well financially. Like, how did you do that? Can you help explain it to me? Can you teach me how to do that? So I went from stupid and ignorant and risking my family to like, wow, you're brilliant and you're doing great. Can you teach me? Sorry guys, I missed all the comments. I get really passionate about that stuff because all too often, like, we make excuses on why we can't do shit instead of just showing up and showing everybody else that the fuck you, coming from a place of fuck you, and showing up and just doing it. Davey says, awesome. Do you believe in semen retention? I have no clue what that is, Richard, but probably not. I enjoy a solid release pretty much every day, if at all possible. You like Juice WRLD? Isn't Juice WRLD a singer? Mason, rice cakes aren't that bad for you. They're not actually really bad for you at all. But for me, it's something, anything that's not exactly written in my diet, I consider like extra. Not necessarily cheating, but just extra. So, but because I only eat roughly 2,000 to 2,200 calories a day, for me to add a little bit more is not a big deal because I still burn roughly 4,000 calories a day. So I'm at a huge calorie deficit every single day. What up, Random? How you doing? Guys, if you haven't done so already, double tap that screen, click that like button. We are 3 likes away from 80 likes. I would love to get to 100 likes for this live. So double tap that screen, that's one of y'all. I need 2 more people to hit that like button. You doing good today? It's a rapper, Dylan. No guys, when it comes to rap music, I only listen to old school stuff. And even then, I don't even really listen to that much. I like music when I'm working out, but outside of that, I don't listen to a lot of music. I more listen to financial podcasts. I listen to a lot of rookie real estate podcasts. It talks about like real estate and how to get into it, stuff like that. That's what I do. Good life testament. Good to hear that you came from where you were. Thanks, Dom. And that's what I just try to tell people. Like, again, everybody's like, you can't do it. Like the old school of like, you can't pull yourself up. Yes, you can pull yourself from your bootstraps. I firmly believe unless you have a serious cognitive or physical disability, anybody can be rich if you're willing to put in the work. Can a person be truly happy without goals, or are they just labeled as ignorant? I think, sorry, I missed the name of who said that. But here's the problem when it comes to goals, because someone like myself, I get a goal, I reach that goal, and then I keep moving the goalpost out farther and farther and farther. And so because my goalpost keeps moving, it keeps making me not happy. Like there's a lot of days I'm just miserable because I keep moving the goalpost because I'm never satisfied with what I've achieved. If I look back at me back in the day and I was at where I'm at now, like I should be ecstatic, but I'm not because the goalposts keep moving. When I lost 50 pounds, it's like, holy shit, I lost 50 pounds. And now I'm like, you lost 50 pounds, bro, you're fat. Like now I've lost 88 pounds. It's like, bro, you still got 10, 15 pounds to go. Like you own $1.4 million worth of real estate. Like, damn, dude, that's super impressive. Your goal was like 1 million. And it's like, I'm not satisfied, I'm not happy. Like, and then, so I just keep moving the goalposts and I keep pushing myself to achieve the next thing. Like me and the wife, we went and looked at a triplex today. And like, this place is beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Like 3 units. Each one of them is a 3-bed, 1.5 bath, 1,400 square feet. Another one's 3 beds, 1 bath, probably 1,200 square feet. And then another one's a studio. And then it's got a 2-car garage that people can use. Just gorgeous. But in the basement, it's got knob and tube. And so I looked it up. To replace the knob and tube is going to be anywhere between $30,000 to $50,000. So it's like, like, what do I do? What do I do? Because again, getting this house will create another chance of early retirement. Like I already told my wife last week, or about a month ago, she could retire if she wanted to. Because of the hard work we put in. Sorry guys, I missed that. But be grateful for what you have achieved. Oh yeah, I am very happy at this point now. Like this morning, the body dysmorphia wasn't there. I was very proud of what I've accomplished. What up, Heather? How you doing today? Been doing it for 20 years, upstate New York. It's me, invested in real estate, buddy. What up, Simple? How are you? Fitness boy, how are you doing today? Sorry, guys, I missed so many comments. It's me. I looked it up. Because the house is so big, it's total, like, if I had to guess, it's well over 3,000 square feet. It's going to be expensive. And it's all because the box have to be replaced too. It's the old school boxes. So you'd have to update the whole fuse box and everything. Yeah, I've had over 45 units, 20 buildings. That's awesome. It's me. Congratulations. So I'm up to 13 units right now. So 6 single family, 2 duplex, and a triplex. Mason, do I fish? I used to way back in the day, not anymore. I don't really have time for a lot of recreational activities, guys. Like I used to fish, I used to hunt, but I haven't done that in a long time. I spend most of my time either with my family, work, or working out. What state are you in? It's me, I'm in Michigan. So basically central Michigan. I live like 7 minutes from the dead center of Michigan. You got kids? Yeah, Lucy, I got 2 kids. I got a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old. My kids are my best friends. They're so cute. Both boys. You're in Wyoming? Oh, you're in Wyoming, Michigan. Remind me where Wyoming, Michigan's at. Yes, guys, as Sam said, like and subscribe. We are only 16 likes away from 100 likes. My goal was at the beginning of this was to get to 100 likes this live. So everybody smash that like button. I would truly, truly appreciate that. I started working out. What's the best exercise to get rid of my pot belly? Dave, the best exercise is the kitchen. Put less food in your mouth and move more. Eat healthier, reduce your caloric intake, and move more. That's the best way to get rid of your belly, buddy. I watched those guys bargain. Sorry, I missed your comment. It's me, so say it again. I'm in Walnut Creek, Ohio. Dave, is there anything in Ohio? You want to fight? G, sure, Blue. If you want to fight. But Blue, I have a firm rule on fighting. First of all, I'm getting naked. After I get naked, I'm oiling up. So if you want to fight a fat, old, naked, oily guy, that's up to you. But let me know. We'll meet at the bike rack. I got Mason says, like you're going to stub your toe. I stubbed my toe earlier. It was not funny. Bargain Block, it's called on TV. They buy houses in Detroit. Oh, yeah, it's me. I would never touch. I work in Saginaw, and I would never buy a house in Saginaw. And I would also never buy a house in Detroit or Flint. Like, you can make tons of money, but the risk isn't worth it. I've seen too many shootings and stabbings and unalivings working in Saginaw that it's simply not worth it. I buy in a lot safer areas. It's Amish country where you live. Can you put the camera down a little? I love, that's a weird thing to say, but maybe later, just for you. Tempt me with a good time. Oh, y'all guys are great. What up, Mr. Prince? How you doing, buddy? I'm sweating, guys. Me and Davey can't stop synchronizing our farts. Well, congratulations, that's awesome. Protein farts just hit different. Rosie, I'm sorry to hear about your loss. Get it, hottie? Thanks, user, I appreciate that. Guys, the lady that came in here the other day and said I went from chunky to hunky, that was pretty cool. All right, Rosie, please don't spam the chat, okay? Rosie, this is gonna be the last time. Okay. One of you guys, can you just mute her for like 5 minutes or something like that? Just click on the name and you can hit like mute for like 5 minutes or something like that. Oh my goodness, I'll get it. There we go, somebody got it. Thanks, Mason. Sorry guys, I missed a bunch of comments. How do I respond to him saying I cheated on you? Who cheated on who? It's me. I used to buy most of mine at tax auctions after COVID being all online and stuff. It's me. I actually got my real estate license, so I go and look at all mine myself, and then I still collect the commission. So I got my real estate license just to see myself. Wally, what's your diet? So I eat the same thing every day. I start out with black coffee, and then I do 2 scoops of chocolate protein. Then I do 1 cup white rice, 1 cup broccoli, 1 cup chicken. I eat that for my second meal. I eat that for my third meal. And then my 4th meal of the day, I do 4 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, 1 cup non-fat cottage cheese, and then some kind of fruit. Usually prefer blackberries, cherries. Been really favoring apples lately, so I eat the same thing every day. So the last 28 days, I've eaten the exact same thing for 28 days straight. So how long will you be on for? I've got another 26 minutes. So I do 35 minutes of cardio, and I've already done, I've already lifted weights today. I can't wait to see oh my gosh, love, you threw me off. You have a question. Epstein Island, this should be good. I'm curious now, color me curious. I have my license too, but was cheaper to give an agent both commission to push the offer through. Yeah, I mean, it's me. For me, I actually tried to drop my license and have a friend do it for me. It just simply didn't work. So then I renewed my license and kept going. Do you get tired of eating the same thing over and over and over again? Easton, I do. But at the same time, it's easy because I don't have to think about it. Like, my food, I throw it in my bag and I just keep going. Like, when you don't have to think about it, the biggest problem and why people cheat on their diet is because they get super hungry and then they just grab the first thing they see. A bag of chips, a cookie, candy, whatever. They run to the gas station and get some gas station pizza or something like that. Like, when you meal prep, you're less likely to cheat. Davey, you drink a gallon of water a day? I drink flavored waters from like Walmart, like the sparkling waters. 10 calories for those, and they taste delicious. It really helps with my craving for pop. Are you working out so you can jerk off? No. I jerk off extra because that's extra calories, man. Come on now. It's like bonus cardio. Bonus cardios are perfect. Do I count my macros? Not necessarily. I count my calories and protein. So I have 200 grams of protein and I have 2,000 calories a day. Just so most of you guys know, 70% of what I say in here is full of shit. 40% is real. But when people come in here with nonsense, I respond with nonsense. Yes, guys, we need 10 more likes to get to 100 likes. So smash that like button and head up and hit that subscribe button. I would truly, truly appreciate that. What's my favorite meal? Oh, Mason, it's definitely the one at the end of the day. I like the taste of eggs with salt, and I love fruit. Like, I love cherries, blackberries. I could eat cherries and blackberries all day long. Once I hit MLS, it's too late. Prices are too high. Nah, it's me. I bought all of mine but one on MLS, and all of mine were still great deals. All of them were still anywhere from 12 to 20% ROI. So I'm not struggling. All right, Dylan, you're about to get muted, buddy. So, all right, guys, can we put Dylan in a timeout for a few minutes? I'd appreciate that. Driving for dollars and mailing letters is the best. It's me. If I had time, I would do it. I just don't. So, thanks, Mason. Appreciate that, buddy. How old am I? I am 39. I will be 40 in April. So, guys, we are 7 likes away from 100. So keep smashing that like button. I would truly appreciate that. Yes, I love. That's exactly what they're. Yes. When people come in here with nonsense, I respond with nonsense. But again, it's great cardio. The more you move your body, the more calories you burn. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Your name is Harley? Harley or Haley? Harley. Harley, are you a boy or a girl? Now I'm curious, because that could go either way. I do it full time. I'm 36 next month. That's awesome. That's me. So I started just 3 years ago, and I still work basically a full-time job or a part-time job, which allows me to make a bunch of extra money, and that's what I continue to invest in. So we just went and looked at a triplex tonight, and man, I want it, but that knob and tube could get very expensive. Oh, that's hot, Daddy. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I need to read the comments in my head before I read them out loud sometimes. Can you see my comments? Yes, Nasty, I can now. What up, Limp Away? How's it going, buddy? Limp Away, I always love seeing your name. You're always supportive, and your name's just slightly different enough where I can always remember who it is. Epstein, absolutely. You guys ever see that where, what's that movie with, oh my gosh, Talladega Nights. What's the main character? Will Ferrell. He's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. And my hands just, what do I do? What do I do with my hands? That's how I feel right now when some people say some crazy things. Mason, my favorite holiday, I don't know. I like Christmas because I like to see my kids open gifts. Probably. What's your max weight? My max weight was 303. I was stuck out to here. My belly was super swollen. Like my cheeks were out. I was wearing a 2 extra large shirt, 40 size pants. Like I was fat as fuck and ugly as hell. And at a certain point, I just decided that's not who I wanted to be anymore. I locked in and I've lost 88 pounds since then. You never went to a tax audit or court? So it's me, I've looked into that kind of stuff, but it scares me because again, in Michigan, like you can't go look in the house. They won't let you do it. Like, so you're buying it sight unseen. And there's just too many unknowns for me. Any advice for me, please? I have left lateral shoulder pain when doing push-ups. It's always the left shoulder. Why is it always the left shoulder? Why does the left shoulder always hurt? Why does the left shoulder always be the one that gives out? I also have left shoulder pain all the time. One of the reasons could be do you sleep with your arm up? So if you sleep with your arm up, I would encourage you to sleep with your arm down. You'll see a massive difference in your shoulder pain. My friend, he has autism. Again, gotta read more stuff in my head. I struggle with weight and doctor just wants to prescribe GLPs. I hate the system. Yep, so for me, I'm not on any kind of injections, anything. I did everything old fashioned. I did a calorie deficit. I'm on the treadmill 65 minutes a day, 6 days a week, and I lift heavy weights. And I've just done it the old way. Like, my doctor wanted to put me on blood pressure medication, and I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I have a stressful job. Like, being a social worker is extremely stressful, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm like, can you please just give me like 2 months before you tried to put me on blood pressure meds? I'm like, let me lose weight, let me cut back my caffeine intake and see if I can do better. He's like, all right. She's like, well, it was a he then, now it's a she. But he's like, all right, bet. Like, I'll give you 2 months. 2 months later, I went back. My blood pressure was like 125/70, which is completely normal, just by losing weight and cutting back on caffeine. And so, all too often we push these meds instead of putting in hard work. Sorry guys, I missed tons of comments, so if I missed your comments, feel free to say it again. Yup, I do PG-13. Epstein. I've seen that video, so I know exactly what you're talking about. So bro, that shit's funny as hell. The mirror, which one what? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Most of the time they are abandoned houses that unlocked. You're just trespass and just go in. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't know if I have the cojones to go do that. You beautiful folks, we only need 1 like. We need 1 like to give us 100 likes for this live. So if you haven't done so already, please double tap that. Oh, Spencer, you must be way behind in the live. Gotta fast forward, buddy. That was a while ago. You went through a lot of stress before. Oh yeah, Heather. I've been through hell. My upbringing was hell. Limp Away with that gift. Thank you so much, Limp Away. I truly appreciate that. I love your nonsense, by the way. It's I'm a realist. Like, all too often, society is soft nowadays. When you become real, people get offended. Guys, we have absolutely killed it today. We're at 103 likes. We're well over 30 subscribers. We got $7 in super chats. We've got 166 gems. You guys are absolutely just killing it today. I truly love and appreciate all of that support. It really means a lot to me, guys. You could tell when they're abandoned if they lived in. What was your upbringing? Keys, you can go back and rewind the live. I went through my whole upbringing. I grew up HUD housing and food stamps poor. I grew up with, my brother's dad was incredibly abusive. I never remember my parents being together. They separated at a young age. Like, I had a hellacious upbringing. My brother's dad was incredibly abusive verbally and emotionally. And basically I just kind of became a survivor and did greatness out of spite is what it really came from. Sam, we did hit that goal. Sam and Mason, again, I truly appreciate you guys' support every single day being in here. You guys are awesome. I'm going to add you just to talk money. That's awesome, Tyson. I love it. I could talk real estate all day long. Nerd down about it. Hey, Tyson, out of curiosity, have you ever heard of Bigger Pockets? Or have you ever watched any of their stuff? Obviously, Bigger Pockets is the bee's knees when it comes to real estate. Podcast forums, anything like that. Just out of curious, have you ever heard of them? Yes, we did, Sam. Thanks, Leighton. I appreciate that. Thanks, I love the ocean. I appreciate y'all. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. What's the worst workout you've done? So, Mason, yes, I'm on there. So, it's Tyson. Give me just a second. I'll get to that. So, Mason, funny story. So, I used to work out with this guy. He had no chest. He had no pec. Like, his left chest was gone. Like gone. And, but he had tree trunks for legs. And I'm talking like tree trunks for legs. This guy's legs were just massive. And when I was probably about 25, this dude put me through a leg workout. And about 3/4 of the way through, I vomited. It was like just chucked everywhere. And I was in better shape. At 25, I was almost as good a shape as I am now. And he just kicked my ass because like his legs were massive to compensate for like his missing chest. Best and worst workout I've ever had. How much longer? I have 26 minutes. So yes, so it's me. I was actually featured on the Rookie Real Estate podcast probably 2 years ago, and it was the highest viewed Rookie Real Estate podcast. And then, fun fact, when David Green got fired, I was the very first episode by Brandon Myers on the Bigger Pocket podcast. Mine was the very first one after David Green got fired and Rob Awasello got fired. Mine was the very first episode. So I was then featured on the Bigger Pockets podcast. So I've actually done both. Still can't wait to the end. Epstein. Whenever I see your name, I'm going to read things in my head first, then out loud. Guys, if you haven't done so already, head up, hit that subscribe button. Guys, if anybody could log out and tell me how many subscribers were showing up there, I truly appreciate it. It's me. If you just comment on one of my videos here and just say like real estate or something like that, I'll send them to you. So, yeah. And you can see how fat I was back then. Gosh, I was massive back then. It was crazy. But yeah, I was featured on both the Bigger Pockets and the Rookie Real Estate. It says 3,700, which means we're a little bit over that. 37.1. So we've gotten 10 cents then, guys. You guys are awesome. I love that support. You guys are truly amazing, guys, which means that we've gotten like 27, 30, we've gotten over 37 subscribers since we went live. Send me some money, big dog. Sam, get a job, buddy. Work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs. If you're between the ages of 20 and 40 and you don't have 2 jobs, you're doing something wrong. Go out there, grind, make extra money, and then make that money work for you. Life's really that simple. The purpose of money is to make more money. Whew. Oh man, Mason, it'd be so cool to get 130 likes. I can work for you as a, well, we're not going to say that word. That'll probably be in trouble. Added you to the most recent short. All right, nice. I look like Mike Tyson now. Like, are we talking like younger Mike Tyson or like 60-year-old Mike Tyson that took a dive against Jake Paul but took the payout? What happened to your stomach, Mealy? Well, Mealy, I was 303 pounds. I was super fat and out of shape. And at one day, I just decided not to be fat anymore because I didn't like myself. I actually really hated myself. So I went on a diet, started exercising, started doing cardio, started lifting weights. And so I've lost, 88 pounds. But what happens is when you lose weight, you get this skin that's just kind of left over, and it's fucking disgusting, right? Like, blah, 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 blah. Like it looks gross, but it is what it is. It's outside of my control at this point. Hopefully in the next 3 to 6 months, it will absorb back in and won't look as atrocious. If it does, we'll consider it like a tummy tuck surgery to remove the extra skin, because I have worked way too hard not to look great. But at this point, it is what it is. Like, it's embarrassing. I'm a little sensitive of it, but at the same time, it's also something I'm very proud of, because if I wouldn't have put in the work, then I wouldn't look how I look now. So guys, let's keep our age out of the chat. There's too many creeps and weirdos out there. I don't want people telling them, please don't tell your age in the chat, especially if you're a child. If you're over the age of 18, you've grown. If you're under the age of 18, please keep your age a secret, because there's just too many creepers and weirdos out there. Yep, it's me, says, yep, war scars, man. It is. And the thing is, I also have them on the inside of my legs too. No, I'm not mad at anybody that does that. I want people to stay safe. So as a social worker, I see a lot of things, a lot of stuff with kids, a lot of stuff with adults. Like, I see a lot of bad things, guys. And people just need to do the best they can to keep themselves safe. Hello there, little one. Sam, you got candy? I like candy. I like candy. Guys, speaking of that, one of my people I was riding with today, they're eating a fudge roll and a Swiss cake roll, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want a fudge roll. Like, that's my weakness, is fudge rolls, Swiss cake rolls. Big fan of Almond Joys too. Thanks, Mealy, I appreciate that. What up, Jacob? How you doing, buddy? Thanks, guys, for all those subs today. You guys are truly awesome. Guys, this live has been great. I've had a blast. Like, I'm having fun. You guys are making me laugh and smile. Hopefully I'm making you guys laugh and smile. You know, brighten up your guys' day. So we got 11 minutes of cardio left here. Whew, I'm sweating. I'm 6'3", 255, used to be 200, started working out again, eating better. It's me, I'm also 6'3", I was 303, and now I'm down to 215. So my ultimate goal is probably to get down to 205, 200. I want to get down to 10 to 12% body fat. You want my candy? Sometimes I'm speechless. Sometimes I just don't know what to say. Oh. I got nothing. I got nothing. I don't know what to do with my hands. Good, Leighton. Good. Just keep safe. Take care of yourself. You have all kinds of Almond Joys are my favorite candy. I ain't gonna lie. All right, guys. We need 4 more likes. Let's see if we can get up to 110. I'll flex it out here. Show you guys the chest, the shoulders, and the front double biceps. So let's get 4 more likes. And let's get to 110, and then I'll flex it out for everybody. Like and subscribe, because sorry I missed your comment. I do a lot of owner financing. It's me, all my stuff. I have all conventional right now. The new one I'm looking to buy, I'm probably going to do a DSCR loan, because I've basically maxed out my DTI. Even though, because again, I have a good CPA, I just write everything off. 2 more likes, guys. Are you a foot? What? I have a foot. I have 2 feet. They're left feet, right feet, blue feet, right feet. Mason, have a good one, buddy. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Are you a foot? Again, I have 2 feet. Left foot, right foot, red feet, blue feet. I should read more Dr. Seuss. Sorry, guys. I'm not up to date on my Dr. Seuss. I have 13 mortgages. Now I'm totally debt-free. That's awesome, Tyson. That's my goal eventually. You're the most handsome man on the internet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, we need 2 more likes. Once we get those 2 likes, once we get to 110, I will flex it out for everybody. Now when I sell and hold papers, it's a good amount. That's awesome, man. You're going to be at our house tonight if we don't like and subscribe. Jenna, that escalated quickly. Heather, can you mute Justin, or Just, whatever this guy's name is? My man needs a timeout. Bro, you look like Giga Chad. Or Sam, if you're on, if one of you guys can mute him. Like, we don't got time for that in the chat. All right. There we go. It's Jen. Sorry, I got it. Left foot, right foot, blue feet, red feet, right? You know, it is what it is. Already got it. Sorry, guys, I was hyper-focused on getting rid of the dudectimal fool, so I missed all the comments. So, guys, we need one more like. Doubles tap that screen. I truly appreciate it. I'm not seeing... Remember, Spencer, you have to change the chat. Hit the little chat thing in the bottom left-hand corner. Hit all chat. You forget to do that every single time. I wanted to do it. When did you state? It's me. I probably started about 14 to 16 months ago. To be honest with you, I'm not really exactly sure when I started. Do you have it set for all messages? Well, you might have to leave the live and come back in because you might be behind a little bit. Jenna, you're not going to timeout? Nah. When people start asking like inappropriate questions and stuff like that, like 2 or 3 is fine, but when people start going too much, it gets too much. I just can't do it. So, but yeah, it's probably about 14 to 16 months ago is when I started. I think it was like October or November of like, there's ago. So October, November, December, January. So about, if I had to guess, roughly 15 to 16 months, somewhere in that range. So we've been locked in. All right, guys, we got to 110. So you guys tell me, like, I think my shoulders look good because like I've never had shoulder veins before. So I feel like that's what I'm most proud of right now is like the shoulder striations you can see like up here. And then the bicep over here looks the best. I'm gonna fall off the treadmill while I'm trying to do this. Ugh. Awesome, definitely wanted to see your old pictures. Me too, before. It's me, so I've started to realize, and I'm gonna post it here probably Saturday, but it's gonna be 1 to 2 seconds of every day from January 1st to the end and see the massive difference I've made in just 30 days. It is crazy how much I look. Flex your pets, can you? Nah, it's good. Y'all are doing the most, though. Thank you guys for all those likes. If you haven't done so, head up, hit that follow button. I would truly appreciate it, guys. And also, guys, when I post videos, if you guys please just leave a comment on them. Comment, like, share them. I would truly appreciate it. All of my shorts are starting to get more comments, more views, which means it's going to start showing up in more people's For You pages, which benefits me greatly. And I appreciate that love and support. I know Mason comments on almost every video. Sam comments on almost every video. So if you guys see my videos pop up, absolutely drop a comment. Even if it's like, hey, good work. Hey, I appreciate you. Any comment is a good comment. So I appreciate that. And then I try to respond to literally every single comment because I love supporting those who support me. Ocean tour. What do you got? There you go, Sam. As Sam said, I'm also willing to sell my bath water. Spencer has told me, like, we'll do 1 quart of bath water for $50. We'll sell it. But Spencer's doing all the collection, so you gotta go through him, guys. So it's Mir. He's the bathwater guy. Brandon and I have been here since the beginning of the journey. I know, Heather, hasn't it been crazy, the difference of how much weight I've lost? How many calories do you eat per day? Zach, I eat 2,000 calories a day. I have 5. I eat 4 meals a day. Spread it out. Usually, first one like is between 10 and noon, and then I eat one at 1:30, 4:30, and then 9:30. And I burn roughly 4,000 calories a day. Nah, Heather, this is bath water. It's a lot easier to make bath water. It's $200 for feet picks. Respect, bro. You're on the same journey. Jesus, that's awesome, man. So, about, like I said, 14, 15, 16 months ago, something like that, I was 303 pounds, fat AF, hated myself. All my clothes were massive. And at just a certain point, I decided to lock in. And when I locked in, since then, I've lost 88 pounds. I feel better. My self-esteem has gone up. My eagerness to work has gone up. I'm happier, healthier. My blood pressure has gone down. Like my focus has gone up. Like I don't need to sleep as much. I'm not as tired. My life has improved tenfold since I've lost the weight. I mean, 20 bucks is 20 bucks. I love. You charge me $500 for toe picks. Well, you know, hoflation's a thing. My allergies are so bad right now. Guys, we are at 111 likes and 24 of y'all beautiful folks on here. Continue double tapping that screen. Let's get those likes up. Let's see if we can end with 120. So tap that screen. I would truly, truly appreciate that love and support, guys. I'd be curious to see how many subscribers we're at now. Right? Right, Sam? If you burn 4,000 calories a day and only eat 2,000, you lose weight. You're losing weight, but you look fat. You're losing weight, but you look fat. Well, Zach, I've lost 88 pounds, man. Like, I'm still losing weight. Every single day I lose weight. I lose fat. But again, you don't snap a finger and it just disappears. Again, even in a perfect world, to say I do lose 2,000 calories a day, that means I'm losing a little bit over a pound of fat every 2 days, which isn't realistic. It's probably about a pound every 3 to 4 days. And so I lose 2 to 4 pounds every single week. You start to do the math, like eventually it adds up. What time is your live ending? I've got probably about 6-7 minutes left to me. Oh, you mean I don't look fat? Zach, I was. You're good, man. But I was and I still am. Like, to me, I still have plenty of fat on me, and I'm still hardcore cutting as I want to try to get down to 210, 205 is like my ultimate goal. And we're down to 3. Oh, sweet, guys. That is awesome. That means like we've got like over 47 new subscribers. Like, that's awesome, guys. I love the support. 6, 7, 8, 9. I am sweating, guys. I even turned the heater off down here because I knew yesterday, for whatever reason, I was extra hot. You going to get the screw removed? You and I are very similar, but mine's not quite as bad. So I've looked it up. So I've just started my weight loss journey. A little bit ago. And so basically everything I read is that all surgeons require you to be at your best weight, which for me would be 210, 205. So I'm not even there yet. They want you to keep that weight off for 3 to 6 months to see if the skin will absorb back in. Then you could consider it. But I was looking it up for like a tummy tuck to get the skin removed. And if it doesn't absorb back in, that's most likely what I would do. It'll cost me like $6,000 to $7,000, but it is what it is. When you work as hard as I do and you put in as much effort as I do, I feel like I deserve max results. And that's not me cheating, that's just basically just removing skin. I'm not removing any fat or anything like that. So that's probably what I will end up doing. How many miles have you done? I'm at 4.3 right now. I actually went over, so because I believe I'm slightly autistic, I'm gonna finish at exactly 66 minutes because I can't stop partway through a minute. So hold on a second. What's up, Bone? How you doing today? Derek says if you eat clean. Derek, I eat stupid clean. I eat the exact same thing every single day. I have the cleanest diet out there. All right, guys, I've done 66 minutes, 4.3 miles. Obviously, as I say every night, that the calories are an estimation. It's not always necessarily right. Mine could be more, it could be less. But we've done 66 miles. We did 8 sets of biceps. We did 8 sets of triceps. We did, how many, what did we do for forearms? I think we did, what is going on here? We did 7 sets of forearms. We've been live for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Let me lower this down a little bit. All right. I had to move my extension cord because it was over charging my phone earlier. I'm at 2 years. It tightened up. But hold on. This is... Okay. It tightened up, but it bothers me. And I stayed at 6 foot, 195, 6K less than expected. What do you mean, Mopped? I'm sorry, Mike. I'm not following. So like yours absorbed up somewhat, but not perfectly how you wanted it to. So that's like for me, like I could see like there's a little loose skin here. But I mean, if I go like this and I pull down, you could see like a massive difference from like where my six pack would be. But this here really prevents it from happening. But if you look back like here, like I don't, like in my back and my sides, I don't have a lot of fat there. I don't have a lot of like loose skin. So it's all right here and then on like the insides of my legs. So, yes, for skin removal. So did you do the skin removal? I was looking it up the other day. And so it's something I will seriously consider if I get to that point. You got to get on D-bol? Nah, it's poop. Nah, man, I'm all natty, man. I don't take GLPs. I don't take TRT. I don't take anything extra. This is all natural. So, I mean, like, I wish. I think about it a lot, but it's just not for me. How much weight have you lost? Benson, I've lost 88 pounds so far. So, I've lost 88 pounds, and I'm going to continue. I went from 303. I'm down to like a little over 215 right now. My end goal is like 205. If I can get down to 203, that would be a 100-pound weight loss, which would just be absolutely insane. So how many people can say that they lost 100 pounds? And so, like, it is what it is. Like, at this point, I'm proud of myself. Like, I'm proud of the weight loss. I'm healthier. I'm happier. My confidence is up. I feel better every single day. Guys, if we haven't done so already, make sure we head up and hit that subscribe button. Show me some love and support. I would truly, truly appreciate that. Let's try to get 3 more likes, and then we're going to end this live. Get these shoes off. My feet are all sweaty. You look great, man. Thanks, Scarve Official. I appreciate that. Let's get 2 more likes, guys. We'll flex it out one last time. You guys can tell me how awful I look or how great I look. And then I'm going to go eat because it's got to be, what, 9:30? 9:15? All right, 1 more like, guys. 215. My goal was 100 for this live. You guys have blew that away. All right. So first we'll start with front double bicep. Oop, I almost tripped over the couch. What do they call it? Like front chest? I feel like a dork right now. No, I'm interested in it, and I've absorbed half the skin I got in the front. We look the same. How long have you been losing weight for, Benson? I've been losing weight for about 15, 16 months. My ultimate goal, guys, is to walk on and do a bodybuilding competition. Do I think I'll win? No. Do I think I'll have a good time and make friends? Absolutely. And that is my goal at the end of the day. So, I have been working on my legs. I've been trying to get the quads up. Like, my quads are hands down probably my biggest weakness. Like, but we'll get there one day. Thanks, Dalian. I appreciate that. Thanks, Leighton. I appreciate that. You guys have all been truly amazing, guys. We got all of our leg goals. We met every goal we were planning on meeting today. You guys have an amazing night, and I will catch you guys all, not tomorrow, because I work late at my other job tomorrow, but Friday. So Friday will probably be 6:30. So I'll see you guys all then. Bye.